Oh, a ton, especially on third down situations, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. You'll see more RPOs. You'll see more downhill running. You'll see more quarterback draws, quarterback sweeps, things that we know Cam Newton likes and what has made him successful in his own right as a Carolina Panther. Now Josh McDaniels has the option to make those calls, run versus pass. So to be able to implement that within the offense expands everything. It's similar to what he did years ago with Tim Tebow. It wasn't the prettiest, but they was able to get things done. Now you have a Cam Newton who be a 2.0 Cam Newton, even better, bigger, stronger, smarter, and an offense with coaches that understand how to use his skill set. It's going to be great to see.
Well, and here's another part of it that I think actually works to the 2020 Patriots' advantage. Something that happened with Cam later in his career in Carolina was with what I think was the understandable but unnecessary concern about, we're worried about Cam long term. They tried to move away somewhat from what always made Cam so special, to preserve him for years down the road. The Patriots, with respect to Cam, are not concerned about Cam in 2023. They have him under contract for 1 year as a trial to see. I understand why you are and Cam might be, but Cam has never been one that said, I got to run less. I'm a huge Cam Newton fan.
Yeah, he
Just
wants
like
to
to be candid, I was a huge Mike Vick fan. But with Cam or with Mike, certainly not until Mike, it was his great year with Philly, was anyone making the case, if you remove running from the game, if you're just talking about throwing the football, they're one of the 3 best quarterbacks in the league. That's never what it was with Mike, what it is with Cam. It was the dual threat option makes them essentially unguardable. The fact that you can have 4 downs instead of 3 downs to pick up a first down, because 4th and short is a gimme, which means 3rd and short, you can take shots downfield if you want because you have an extra down. That wasn't the case with Brady. And if we can show the audience real quick, what we saw with Brady's older years, once his accuracy dipped a bit, they fell off the map in the red zone and at goal to go because he was never a threat to run the football. And if his passing wasn't super precise, that's a terrible goal to go team the last couple years. So Mike, to me, that's where Cam can really take advantage. And when he brings up Josh McDaniels, I should remind the audience, Michael, McDaniels is the guy that drafted Tebow. He likes the idea of a dual threat quarterback and has some experience with him, Mike.
Yes, Josh McDaniels knows how to use a mobile quarterback. The reason he drafted Tim Tebow, and I'll mention this story, when I had Dan Reeves when I was first drafted to the Atlanta Falcons, Dan used me as a dual threat. If you go back to that 2002 season, I ran for 777 yards and was just like 29 yards shy of throwing for 3,000. But it was the dual threat that allowed me to be the player that I became. And 2 years later, taking nothing away from the West Coast system, it changed the way I look. It changed our format, our philosophy. And I think it hurt me in a sense as far as my productivity. This can't be the case in New England. I think they'll use Cam as a dual threat, like you say, in the red zone, 3rd and shorts, 2nd and 5s. You can just do so much. The playbook opens up so wide. And for a coach who know how to use a guy with dual threat ability, it's certainly going to be something to watch.
Mike, as I've been waving the Cam Newton flag and saying that not only is he going to be as good as he was, he's going to be better, I used your career as an example. If we can put up the full screen from Atlanta to Philly, these are between your 2 Pro Bowl seasons. Your completion percentage went up, the yards per game went up, your touchdown interception ratio went up, passer rating went up.
Look at you, Michael Vick.
Everything went up.
Yeah.
Do you see a parallel between this journey and Cam's journey?
Yeah, I look at this as a parallel. The trajectory for Cam right now is through the roof. And like I mentioned earlier, this is a 2.0 opportunity for Cam. He looks like he's in tip-top shape, and he has a chip on his shoulder. And sometimes after getting beat down for so many years, after you felt like you done put in the work, and you feel like you earn your stripes, humbling experiences do occur. And I feel like Cam has been humbled to a certain degree, and he's looking forward to turning it around and showing everyone that he's still a perennial quarterback in the National Football League. So this is the perfect platform for it. Obviously, there's a lot of work to do between now and the time the season starts, but I think this young man is ready for the challenge that's in front of him.
And I do think it matters when we're talking about this in the Patriots, the conference. And we're talking about the Patriots and their ability not to make the playoffs, but to make another AFC championship game. What'd they go to? 13 of them with Brady, just an unbelievable number. Yeah. If you had this Patriots team, but it were in the NFC, to me that's such a tougher path because the NFC, Packers, Saints, Seahawks, Niners, Cowboys, Eagles. I think the Bears are going to be good. A lot of people expect the Cardinals to jump up there. I didn't even mention the Vikings. In the AFC, there are two known quantities. The defending champion Kansas City Chiefs and the team with the defending MVP Lamar Jackson. Everything else is a question mark. Houston, are they going to be better than last year? How much does DeAndre Hopkins' loss hurt them? Tennessee, can we expect that much magic from Ryan Tannehill again? Buffalo, are they going to go back to being same old Buffalo or on the trajectory they were? Cam doesn't have to be great immediately for the Patriots to be in it and to be one of the top three teams in the AFC at the end of the year, Jenna.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.